Hi and welcome back to Joseph Hart Tarot. Today we are going to be answering your questions. So I have changed up a bit about how we are going to be doing this on the channel. So I'm going to change it so at the beginning of every week I'm going to make a community post, and all you have to do is leave your question in the comments of that community post and you are in the runnings for that week. So thank you for everybody who left your wonderful questions for this week's community post, and I will be posting it once again at the beginning of next week for next week's running. So thank you so much for everybody who did put in your wonderful questions. So let's get straight into it. Excellent. So our first question for this week is going to be from Brenda. Will I be accepted into the PhD the next time I apply? Perfect. Let us ask the cards and see. Perfect. Always a short prayer. Perfect. Excellent. So in our center we have the Three of Swords. So this is heartbreak. So this is just never really the card you always want to pull. So let's continue from this because this is on your inside. So this could be really how you're feeling right now is heartbreak. If you've applied before and it hasn't worked out and stuff like that. So you're just in your insides. It's sadness, heartbreak, disappointment. So let's continue from here and see what the cards are telling us. Excellent. As we go on, we have the Nine of Wands. So this is putting up walls to protect ourselves. But once again, we cannot go anywhere from this position. When we put up walls, it does protect us, but it also keeps us from moving forward and for things to come to us. So once again, we do have to try to break down some walls because try to move forward from here. Because once again, our walls are keeping us in one spot and keeping us from really achieving our goals and getting to where we want to be. Let's check what's in your crown chakra. We do have the Page of Pentacles, so gifts are on their way. Things are going to be coming. And once again, this one is the Pentacles, so this one has to do with business and something you care about as much as finance. And the PhD program is very much that. So this is really good. So gifts are coming. Gifts are on their way. So accept them when they come and build them in on yourselves. Because once again, we never know when our gifts will come or if we pass it up, if it will ever circle back around. So this is really nice to see. It's very nice to see actually in your crown chakra. And as we continue, we have the Hierophant. This is really nice. This is really being like the head of your situation. Really strong energy here. This is really nice. It also has to do with organizations that you're part of. And so this could be really nice for joining your PhD, to getting to where you want to be, joining your organization that you want to be part of more, and to be and moving up in it. Because once again, it is supposed to be the Pope in the card. So once again, moving up in the ranks, going higher and going towards your goals of in the career that you want, which is really nice to see. And then at our base, we do have the Moon. So this is at our base, we have fear. That we won't get accepted, that we won't make it. This is just like fear of the dark. So once again, we just have to overcome that. Lots of times it's hard, it's easy to say, hard to do. Fear is irrational. Lots of times it is rational as well. But once again, it's just really fear of the unknown, fear of trying. But really, it looks pretty good because once again, we do have a lot here. It is in your center. You have this heartbreak. You have this sad feeling. You feel like you just, you've been trying, it just hasn't been working out, and you just have this feeling of just heartbreak here, which is really sad. But once again, we can always get over this because once again, we always just got to keep moving forward and to keep on going for what we want, to achieve it. So the cards are telling us you do feel heartbroken, you do feel sad, and like, is this really ever going to happen? Hence the question, really, like the cards do know. And we do have, it goes straight into, we have now built up a wall. We have felt this heartbreak, we have felt this fear, we have felt this like disappointment. So we have built up walls to try to protect ourselves, to kind of to keep us from feeling hurt, from getting harmed or in any way, trying to just like recuperate. But it's telling us now it's time to really take down some walls, to move forward, to get to where we want to go, to accept our gifts, to really get things to where we want them to be, to where we want to be. Because once again, with the walls, we are stuck where we built them. So we do need to take them down to get to where we want to be. And it's really nice because then it goes straight into your gifts coming to you. So this could be the PhD program coming and being good, like getting into the one that you want to be in. When you apply, because it's the gifts coming your way. Accept it when it comes. This is really nice. So just be aware of that. So you have to take down some walls to get these gifts that are coming to you. So maybe try for something you weren't trying for before. Like maybe go towards things you weren't thinking of before, and you can get these gifts. Because once again, the walls have been blocking you. But once you take those down, things will start coming your way, and you can really get into the field you want to. Because once again, the Hierophant really has to do a lot with organizations and different organizations we belong to, pretty much. And so it's really nice to see, and it's being high up there. It's being very positive, very good standing in that seat. So this is really good positive energy. Very strong masculine energy too with Taurus and stuff. So very nice to see. So it might take a little longer because once again this year has been crazy, and this is this is Taurus energy. So once again, this could mean that it comes again at the beginning of next year. So be aware of that. That could be when it comes up for this one, for joining like this group that you want, and everything like that. Because a lot of places are acting very strange. And being like this year is a mulligan, and we're going to take some time. So be aware of that. Don't get discouraged. This is just a discouraging year, but those look very positive. But then at your base, at your feet, at your feet like on the ground, once again, there's fear. It's coming back to the heartbreak, the putting up the walls. There is fear here, the feel of like not succeeding, not getting to what you want. But once again, with the moon, really don't let the fear stop you from getting what you want. Really strive forward, go for the moon, really embrace it and go for it, because you know what, we don't want to let the fear keep us from getting what we want. And then let's check what the soul card is for the overall message for the reading, and it's actually the Empress. This is quite wonderful, giving birth to like your new career that you want, the new you want to be. This is really nice, strong female energy. So this is really positive towards what you're going towards. So don't get discouraged. Don't feel like this isn't going to happen. If we can get past these feelings of like sadness, fear, putting up these walls, lots of things can happen. They can start opening up to you. And once again, the overall message for the reading is the Empress. So once again, you can really get what you want, really give birth to this new career, this new path that you want. And it is attainable if you can really just get past these feelings and get past and break down these walls and really get towards where you want to be, because this is quite wonderful energy. So thank you so much for your question. I really hope this helped you out. Excellent. So our next question is from Katrina. I need some work insight. Perfect. So let us ask the cards and see what they say. Excellent. Perfect. Excellent. So in our, where we start off, in your center we have hard work is paying off. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is really nice to see that all your hard work is going to be paying off. It's going to be coming to fruition. So not everything you've been doing so far might not have been feeling like, oh, like this, like people really paying attention to all the work I've done, everything I've put into it. So this is really nice to see that a lot of everything you've been doing, all this hard work, is about to be really recognized and really paying off. Excellent. And then let's continue from there and go straight into the Ten of Pentacles. This is quite wonderful. This is going into a very good place. This is going into like finances could be really good for generations to come. So really, like, you can really like find your stride, find your good place, find your groove, which will really be beneficial towards your career, because once again, the Pentacles really are for like career finances. So this is really nice to see these two together. Excellent. And then we continue in your crown chakra. We have the Ten of Swords. So this is the end of a time. This is really shedding out an old husk and really becoming what you want to be. Really letting this part of you go. And really going into a place that you really want to be, where you want to go. You're not this person anymore. You're not this person that has now died and is no longer, it's no longer necessary to be that person. And you're going to become the person you want to be, that you can be. Don't always take the Ten of Swords as just being like hitting a dead end or anything like that. It's really nice to see more as like shedding the cocoon, transforming, becoming more what you want to be, where you want to become. And it's nice to see in your crown chakra. So this is really what you're thinking. So really seeing like where you're going. And then we continue, we have the Justice card, which is quite wonderful because once again, you're going to feel justified in everything. So this is going to come into a nice stride for you because you're getting very nice financially, you're coming a new you, and you're going to be becoming justified in where you are. You're going to feel like your scales are in balance. It's nice, strong Libra energy. So once again, like really, it's really nice to see because whenever you feel like your scales are in balance, things are more likely going your way. You never really say, oh, things are going crappy, my scales must be just going the other way. And that's not really how justice works. It's really more like you're feeling like your scales are becoming in balance, your things are going more your way, things are going like, you're feeling like things are being righted, things are going well, and things are just kind of being corrected, which is really nice to see. And it's always well to do, especially in career, if you feel like you've been taken advantage of in the past and you haven't been like getting the due you've been like you rightly deserve. This is really nice to see that you're going to be feeling like everything you've been doing like is paying off and like you're feeling like you're in a good place. And then at your base is really nice is the Three of Wands. So this is now looking out and seeing what do you want to do, where do you want to go with all this greatness and all this really good positive energy, because once again, this is at your base, this is at your roots, your feet, like this is where you can move forward and really see what you want and get what you want and go where you want to go. So this is really nice because things are opening up to you and you can really see like what ships you want to board, what do you want to, where do you want your journey to continue. So this is really good energy, really nice to see, especially at your base for moving forward in what you're doing. So once again, let's go through this and let's see, we do start off in your center, everything's paying off with the Eight of Pentacles. So really a nice job and really like everything you've been working towards is coming to a head. Everything you're doing, your hard work is paying off and it's quite nice to see. And it's just going going even further into paying off with the Ten of Pentacles, which is just quite nice. Like really, like this can really work out for like a long time and really pay off. So very, very nice here. So just keep going and keep going with what you're doing because you can see that you're going to really make it. But it is the end of a time. This could be the end of your old you, the end of you that was like frustrated and like this can't happen. Nobody's paying attention to me. No one's like taking me seriously or anything like that. You can just say like, I'm maturing. I am becoming the new me. I am getting rid of that old husk, that old skin, and I am going to move on and become the person I was always meant to be, where I was supposed to be. This old me is gone and I am moving into the right place to be, where I was meant to be. And which is really nice because then you go straight into justice. So you're feeling like everything is more going your way. You're feeling more justified. Like people are paying attention to you. You're getting the recognition you actually deserve, like with the Eight of Pentacles. And like your scales are becoming more in balance. Like it hasn't been like just give. Now your stuff is going to be coming back to you and everything's going to become really nice and you're going to feel like everything is becoming just in your world, which is really nice to see. And then and then at your base, you have like things are opening up. Things are going, you can really see what's coming onto the horizon, where you want to go. Where do you want to go with all this success, all this really good energy that you have and that you've been working towards. And it's really nice to see, very, very nice. And then we have your soul card, which is going to be the Four of Swords. So this is going to be, take some time, self-contemplation, and really to really get to where you want to be, because you, once again, the Four of Swords is going into your tomb after a long battle. So you fought for this. You have fought very hard for this, and you have worked very hard for this. It shows in what we have gotten. And so just be aware of that and be prepared for that. But just make sure you go into your tomb, you go into a quiet place, and really self-introspection, and really see where do you want to go from here, what do you want to put all your effort into to really get to where you want to be, because you have this wonderful energy, you have all this wonderfulness coming to you. So just make sure you're going in the direction you want to go. Make sure you're in an area that will make you happy and that will, like, you really want to fight for to continue your life with, because you've already fought a lot in your life, hence being through all these battles, and now you can have the time to really go forward and go to get what you want. Thank you so much. I really hope this reading resonated with you, and I really hope it helped out. Thank you so much for your question. Excellent. So our next question is going to be from Don Drew. Am I keeping my business open? Perfect. Let us ask the cards to find out. Excellent. Perfect. So in your center, we have the Page of Swords. So this is one of the student cards, and this one is the interesting one because this one's also straining your mind and body. So this is improving ourselves physically as well as mentally towards what we want to achieve, to really to get to where we want to be, to get what we want. Excuse me. And so let's continue from here and see where this is leading us. Excellent. And so we go straight into the Seven of Wands. So this is interesting. So it's more this has been a fight. This is a struggle. You feel like you're being attacked from all sides, which I can understand, especially from the question itself. And the cards really do know it. So it feels like this has been a very big struggle. It has been it's like every which way you turn, it's been a fight. And let's continue from here and see where this is really leading us. Excellent. We'll go straight into your crown chakra, and your crown chakra is the Two of Wands. So this is really looking into your world and see what do you want, where do you want to go, what's really that you want. It's really asking you what do you want to see and where do you want to go, and like really what will make you happy, because this is kind of like a self-introspection. Look into your world and see what do you really want, what is really important to you. It's really asking you that, because once again it comes up in our crown chakra, it's in our mind. So this is really a question you have to really ask yourself, and it really wants you to think about, because once again it's one of these ones that's very important to each and every one of us to see really where we want to go. What do we really want? And then it goes straight into the Ten of Pentacles. So you do have great success. Things are looking up. Things will be going well. Whatever you decide, what is in your world, what you really choose on, is going to have great success. The Ten of Pentacles is quite wonderful. It's abundance, overabundance that can last for generations. So this is really nice to see. So this is really good. Like, a lot of hard work goes into this. It does take a long time to achieve this, but once again, once you get here, it is quite wonderful. But it's very nice to see, especially with your question. And then at your base, it is the Seven of Swords. So this is interesting. So at your base, to move forward, to get to where you want to be, you're going to have to leave some stuff behind. You're going to have to like trim the fat kind of deal, and see really what do you want to keep to move forward, to get to the success that you want, to get to where you really want to be. Because once again, we can't take everything with us and to get to where we want to go. So this is telling us really like to move forward, to get to where we want to be, we are going to have to leave some stuff behind. It's always hard to choose, but once again, to get great abundance, because you do have great abundance in your reading, you are going to have to choose really what do you want to keep, what do you want to have to let go of. You don't have to let go of everything. Once again, it's only 2 of the 5. You're taking 5 and leaving 2 of the swords. So it's very little that you have to trim, but it is still have to be trimmed to get to where you want to be, to get what you want. So let's go through this one more time. So you are going to have to, in your core, in your center, it is the Page of Swords. So you are going to have to study and learn and improve yourself, because once again, this is one of the student cards, but once again, it is the only student card that also is physical as well as mental. It is sword training and everything like that. So once again, you have to train your mind and body for this to really get to where you want to be, to get what you want, and to know what you need, and improve yourself there to get to where you want to go. So this is going to take a little bit of time, because once again, learning never is super quick, never super easy, but we have to keep on improving ourselves and to get to where we want to be. And it is showing, of course, that you are in a fight right now. You are fighting to keep this open. You are fighting to keep what you want, to keep everything. And it just it feels like you're being attacked from all sides. Once again, you're on your plinth, and everybody's trying to poke at you. Everybody's trying to take you down and make it so you're on like their level and everything like that, and to take what's yours. Just remember, hold in there, keep fighting. Don't give up, because once again, you do have lots in here. And then it is telling you in your mind chakra, so this is very important to you, especially have the right state of mind to see where you want to go, what you want. Look in on your world and see where do you want to go. What is most important to you to get where you want, to get what you want. So this is really nice to see. It's this little introspection. So really take that time to really see where do you want to take your business, where do you want this to be, and where do you want to go. Because once again, that is very important. It leads into quite wonderful success. So all of this is going towards nice success. You do have this here. So you do have the 10 of Pentacles. So you do wind up with a lot. So once again, it is a hard fought battle. It is really trying for it, but you will wind up succeeding and very nicely financially. So just be aware of that if you follow these. And once again, at your base, so this is at like your feet, this is how we feel steady and everything like that. You have the 7 of Swords, so we're going to have to do some trimming to get to where you want to be, and to keep what you want, and to really get where you want to go. Just really have to look in on yourself and see what don't you really want, what's not really making you happy, what don't you really need, what's maybe just too much for you to carry, and then move forward, because you can achieve what you want. You just can't take everything with you, kind of deal. So this is really nice to see. And then let's check your soul card for the reading. The soul card is victory, success, 4 of Wands, celebration. So there is going to be means to celebrate. You are going to get what you need and really get where you are going correctly, and you're going to be able to celebrate about it, because once again, the 4 of Wands is a big celebration. Think like big celebration like weddings and stuff like that, like big celebration. So keeping your business is a reason to celebrate. It's a big reason to celebrate, and it can be very successful since you have the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Pentacles. So this is really nice to see. So just work with that and keep moving forward. Don't get discouraged. Don't feel like you can't, because you can really do it. It's just going to be a hard-fought battle. You do have to look in on yourself, really keep on improving yourselves physically and mentally for this, and really just you're going to have to do some trimming of the fat, really letting some stuff go, trimming some of the dead branches off, to try to keep everything going in the direction you want it to go, because you don't want to have as I like to say, trimming off dead branches, because you don't want the necrosis of the branches that you're no longer needed, that have passed on, to come into the rest of your tree and everything like that, which is like the 7 of Swords. So just be aware of that, to really cut off what you don't need, so it doesn't bring bring harm to you and the rest of your tree, kind of deal. So thank you so much for your question. I really hope this helped you, and I am so thankful you asked. Thank you so much. Excellent. So our next question is from Nancy Warfler. Do you see me moving from New Jersey to Florida and being happy living there? Perfect. Let us ask the cards to see. Perfect. Perfect. So in your center, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really nice nurturing energy. This is really great. So this one is nice nurturing energy for something you care about as much as finances. And if that is where you are living, that is really nice to see. So this is really nice nurturing energy. So let's continue from there to see where this is bringing us, because this is quite nice energy in your center, in your core for the reading. And as we continue, we do have the Hangman. So this is change your point of view, change your world, change the way you see things to really get to where you want to be, to get more what you out of life kind of deal. Like, just look at something a different way can really change your whole world. Sometimes you're stuck on a problem and everything like that, and you really can't figure it out. Step away from it for a minute, come back again with a different point of view, like the Hangman, and you presto changeo, things really start to turn around, and it's really nice to see. So this is very interesting to see, because once again, this is like really just change your point of view, change your world. So let's see where this is really leading us, so to continue. Excellent. Then in your crown chakra, we have the Justice card. So this is really nice, especially in your crown chakra. In your mind, you will feel justified, you will feel in the right, you will feel quite good, because once again, your scales will be balanced, and things always feel good when you feel just. Everything feels better when you feel just, like things are going your way, things are right, things are finally turning around for you, because once again, people are paying attention and like saying like, oh, you are in the right, this is all working out well for you. And this is just really nice to see, especially in your crown chakra. So you're going to feel in your mind, you're really going to feel more justified and like right, which is always a great feeling. And it's going to continue with the Five of Wands. So this is going to be a fight. This is going to be kind of out of nowhere kind of argument kind of deal. So be aware of this. So this is like all of a sudden, like you could be like horsing around and everything like that, and all of a sudden, like you're in a battle, you're in a fight, you're like with buddies that you're with or whatever. So just be aware of that. So this is conflict. This is like getting into a fight. So this is very interesting to see here as it continues. And then we have at your base the Knight of Cups. So this is going on a journey, and really for happiness with emotions. So this is really interesting. This is really nice to see for like if you want to really move, because this is going on a journey. Literally, there's no bigger journey you can do than moving. It's one of the most stressful things in life you can ever do is move. It's actually a proven fact. People put it right up there with like somebody dying, with how much stress it puts on our bodies and everything like that. So moving to like a better place and moving towards something, it is really nice. So if you're like really want to go and start this journey to go to Florida, to really get to where a happier place, if you feel that you will be happy there, this is on journey to happiness. So this is really nice to see there. So let's continue. Let's just go over this. Like, you do have the Queen of Pentacles. So if you want to move, if this is what you really want, this is nice nurturing energy. And it's once again the Queen of Pentacles. So this is strong female energy, and it's nurturing energy towards like finances and something you care about as much as finances. So if that is actually where you live, which should you care about as much as finances, because you don't want to be a millionaire living in the slums kind of deal. So this is very important. So if that is really what you want, this is nice nurturing energy to get what you want, to get to where you want to go. So this looks really good. It moves into the Hangman. So this is going to change your point of view, change your world, change your life. So really, this move can really change things up for you and really bring things to a different point of view, different way of seeing your world, which could be really great, because once again, sometimes just a little change can really click and change everything. So this is really nice to see. So if you do move from New Jersey to Florida, it could really be that change you need to see things a different way. Maybe you weren't feeling so hot in New Jersey and like things weren't going your way, or maybe just didn't feel like you were feeling kind of blah. This could really change it so you feel a different way, which is wonderful, which can be happiness, greatness, really nice. So this is just really change your point, change the way, like where you are, what position you are, and really get a new point of view on life. So this is really nice to see. And in doing this, you can really feel justified. You can feel really like this move really brings you into a good place, brings you like a right feeling, because once justice is there in your mind, you feel like you are justified, and you really can do like what you are doing is paying off and everything. So this is nice to see, especially as I said in the mind, when our mind, in our head, we feel justified, everything else falls into place. Because when you feel like things are going your way, things start going your way. Because it's once again change your point of view, change how you see things. And if our mind feels like we're in the right and the people are paying attention to us that way and saying like, yes, this is good, our whole world changes. So this is really nice to see. This move could really be justice for you, really bringing you into the right. Just be aware this is going to be a fight. This is going to be something you are going to have to fight for to get to where you want to be. It could pop out of nowhere. You could not even expect it, because the Five of Wands is kind of like a group of people, and all of a sudden, like, it starts out in a fight. So just be aware of this. Be aware that it could pop up, that it could happen. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything horrible, but it could be something big for you. So just be aware that this just out of nowhere, this like argument pops up and you're in this fight and you don't really want to be here, but forgetting what you want kind of deal. So just be aware that this could bring up some issues with some people and start a fight that you never even thought was going to be a thing. So just be aware of that. And then once again, at our base, at our feet, which is really important, because once again, this is the bottom of the cross, this is our feet, this is where we are, so this is moving towards happiness. This is going towards your happiness. So if you think really like going there will make you happy, it will make you happy. We are our own harbinger. What's in our mind can really be what we think. So if you really think going there can bring you happiness, this will bring you happiness. This is the Knight of Cups. He's in journey for emotions. And what's the best emotion that everybody strives for is happiness. So this is really going forth on that journey to go get your happiness. So really moving could really bring you great joy to go to Florida. If that is what you really want to do, it will bring you joy. And let's check what your soul card is for the reading. And the soul card is the High Priestess. This is strong emotion. This is intuition. Like really, if your intuition is telling you, because once again, the High Priestess is intuition, so she is sending you a message. She's sending you a strong sense of intuition to tell you something. So, excuse me, if it is telling you, move, go there, if you have this very strong feeling, it is her telling you this, and really embrace it. Once again, this is a strong feeling. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere. You don't know where this feeling comes from. Listen to it, because it really is beneficial for you. And you really want to pay attention to it. Because don't let your head or your heart override this message, because once again, if we get this strong sense, this strong feeling, it's like a sixth sense, it's her speaking to us, and we really need to listen to it. Don't let your heart or your head override this message, because you know what? We can do that with anything that like the divine tells us, and try to rationalize it away, or say, this doesn't feel right, I feel like I should really be doing this because this is what I've always done. But this could be the exact reason why you're getting this feeling. This is what I've always done, so nothing's going to ever change if I keep doing what I've always done. So really pay attention to this, and pay attention to this strong intuition that you are getting, because it is the High Priestess, and she wants you to understand and to do this. So thank you so much for your question. I really hope this helped you out, and thank you so much for asking.